Hey all, it's Wazil. Welcome back to another Dylcast episode. Today, I'm here with Zach. Once again, back-to-back episodes. Zach, how are you today?
Good, how are you? Thanks for having me.
No problem. So, Zach's now a regular here on the pod. So, today is day 3 of Dylcast week. So that means episodes every day from Monday all the way to Saturday, maybe Sunday. We'll see. But yeah, no, we got a lot of episodes stacked up for you. So remember that all this entertainment is to get the word coronavirus out off your mind. Just gonna calm, relax. We just want to talk. It's fun. I can tell it's fun for you. A lot of fans out here, including Zach. But what we are doing this for is obviously to get this off your mind. So just try not to think about it throughout this a little bit of time. So we got some stuff planned out for you. So I hope you guys stay on your social media platforms, especially Instagram, because on Instagram you'll know when the uploads are coming. So Dylcast episode 13. That's crazy. And today what we're doing is an idea that Zach gave me, and I really like this idea. It's the Contenders and the Pretenders. So we get all the teams from the playoffs currently in a playoff position, and then we have to decide whether they are contenders, so they're contenders for the finals, or they're pretenders for the finals. So pretenders as in like they're probably not going to make the finals. So we have every single team here in the East, every single team in the West. We're going to sort them out, and we're going to start with the East. So the Brooklyn Nets is the first team. So Zach, you want to talk about the Brooklyn Nets?
Yes, I do. Okay, so I have the Brooklyn Nets as a pretender. This is because so we're going to be doing this by Kyrie.
Kyrie's there, but not KD. All right, yeah, that's good.
So with KD out, they're the 7th seed. Obviously Kyrie had an injury. Spencer Dinwiddie is a great piece for them. Karis LeVert, he had a 50-point game this season.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a good young core with Jared Allen, and they've also got some vets in there. DeAndre Jordan, from Chandler, and they've got Nicholas Claxton, a young backup center for them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're gonna do well against playing the Raptors because they've got some good matchups against us. But I just don't think they're gonna get maybe one game against the Raptors. I just don't think they have that talent and to move past the Raptors and to make it to the finals. So I have them as a pretending team. What about you?
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Pretenders for sure. I mean, in a situation where it's Raptors versus Nets in the first round, and you don't have KD, I mean, Kyrie is gonna have Kyle Lowry. He's a very solid defender. Not a star defender, but obviously I would say that if the Nets are gonna have to rely on a lot more players other than Kyrie in this series to help them out, because Kyrie's going to be shut down. So you got guys like Karis LeVert who maybe are about the same at the shooting guard spot or small forward spot. I can't remember. And then Dinwiddie, Fred VanVleet and Spencer Dinwiddie are a lot alike. A small forward position, Karis LeVert, OG Anunoby. That'll be a fun matchup to watch. So it's really a cool matchup to see. But I mean, at the center spot, you got Serge and Jared Allen, or Serge and DeAndre Jordan. I'm not sure at the power forward spot because Siakam's going to be open the whole time. So that's a big plus for Siakam. But excuse me, sorry there. One big flaw on the Brooklyn Nets team, though, is their bench. I mean, their bench consists of nobodies, really. Whereas the Raptors, you can consider them as the best bench in the league, with guys like Norman Powell, guys like Marc Gasol, guys like Matt Thomas, guys like Terrence Davis. And that's one of the reasons the Raptors are actually the 2 seed. So if we're looking at the Nets here, I don't see them as pretenders for the finals. And Zach agrees with me as well. So the next team is the Philadelphia 76ers. Have had a very disappointing year. Do you want to talk about the Sixers a little bit, Zach?
Yeah. So the Sixers are the 6th seed. So the Celtics in the first round, I believe.
Yep.
So I think that would be a very good matchup. The Sixers, obviously Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid. I don't know how that chemistry is. They've had a little bit of beef. I don't think it's beef. It's just like, you could tell there is a little bit of, glancing at each other here and there, but they're a very talented team, very young. I think at the beginning of the year, I had them going to the finals. I was really high on them, but they had a disappointing year. But I think they're still a contending team, and I'll tell you why here. Their defense has stepped up a little bit this year. They're a top 10 team in defense, in my opinion, with Joel Embiid being a really good defender and Simmons being one of the best.
That definitely, yep.
And that will get them really far, locking out Kemba Walker, making sure he doesn't get anywhere. I think matches really well. I think the Celtics will get more further with their talent. We'll talk about them a little bit later. I still think Philly are contenders. I mean, look what they did last year. A very good team. I think they're going to go pretty far. They do keep together with that chemistry. But I think they're contending. They do keep it all together.
Okay, so I'm really on the verge here because, the Sixers, obviously a very great roster, but are they a contending team, right? So,
exactly.
I mean, they did a very disappointing season. On the other hand, Philly was so close to beating Toronto, so you never know. I mean, Boston's a team who lost in 5 games. To a team that lost the Raptors and the Raptors have actually, you never know. So the team Raptors beat against the Sixers, so it's all in a loop here. You never really know.
It's 50-50.
It's definitely a 50-50, but I feel like if Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid are ready after this break, I feel like they'll dominate. Yeah, know what?
I think they're going to go 3, and I don't think they'll get past. They might get past the Celtics. Again, all depends on Embiid and Simmons, but if they do, I think they're a contending team.
Okay, yeah. So next team is the Boston Celtics. Like you said. For me,
so we were just talking about the Celtics a little bit with the Sixers matchup. They're very young. Jason Tatum, he's solidified himself as a number 1 option on a contending team. That means I'm putting them on the contending side. My reason for Boston is Kemba Walker will be back. He's going to go. I think he's going to not do much, obviously, with Ben Simmons guarding him. But on the switch, he's going to do well. Make his playmaking and his chemistry with the teams. He's way much better than Kyrie Irving. I think they're really deep. I really like Jaylen Brown. And I think they're a contending team. What about you?
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Contending team there. The Celtics, I mean, with Kemba coming back and Tatum just playing amazingly this season. I mean, it's quite a no-brainer here for the Celtics to be a contending team. As the 3 seed, I mean, a lot of solid 3 seeds out there. I mean, last year there was the Sixers, again, who were very close. The Trailblazers, who were went to the conference finals. So I feel like Celtics, I mean, they're a very solid team, and I do think with that talent on their team, if they can take Tatum can guard, maybe if they make the conference finals against the Bucks, if Tatum guards down Giannis, then I feel like that'll be a very good series. But
yeah, fun to watch.
But I personally do think Boston is a contender. I just think Milwaukee. I just think it's gonna all be up to Tatum, and I feel like Tatum can step up to the job. I feel like he can do that. So we both have the Celtics as contenders. Now the Heat. My bad. The Heat, my second favorite team actually. But actually I wouldn't say second favorite. I'd say tied for second with another team, New Orleans Pelicans. But the Heat. I mean, I really like the roster. I really like the team with Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and Kendrick Nunn, Tyler Herro. Very solid young core for that squad. And Andre Iguodala bringing some new old talent there. But personally, I think a lot Jimmy. I feel like that Jimmy's the only thing that Heat teams got. And really, I don't really. I mean, obviously you got Iggy, but Iggy's had so much. He had so much non-NBA play for so long. So I really like the Heat, but personally I think they're a pretender. Just because they're gonna play a very solid team in the first round. They're playing a very solid team in the Pacers, and then in the second round they're playing even a better team in the Bucks. So I really like this team. If they had a better route to the finals, I'd say then they might be contenders, but their route just does not look good right now. So I have to say the Heat are pretenders personally.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you right there. I think they aren't deep enough. They're very young. We're not sleeping on the Heat here. They're a really good team. I respect them. Kendrick Nunn, Casey Okpala, Derrick Jones Jr., Tyler Herro, Jimmy Butler. They're a young team. Also Bam Adebayo. Just I don't. And then obviously they're a young team. But I think they just won't go as far. And matching up with the Pacers, I think they're a pretending team. Butler obviously a really good player, but they're not going to go too far.
Yeah. So pretenders for the Heat. Now the next team is the Indiana Pacers. Now this team is actually playing the Heat. I really like this Pacers squad. Very solid roster. But personally, I do not think they are. I don't think they are contenders. I think they're pretenders. Not a lot of playoff experience there. I mean, last year I'm pretty sure they got swept by Boston. So there's not much going on there. I really like Victor Oladipo, but he's been injured for half the season. And you also got a guy like Malcolm Brogdon, who's very new to this starting point guard role. As last year it was Bledsoe who had to start at that point PG spot for the Bucks. But I feel like this Pacers team will crack under pressure, and resulting them to be a pretender.
Yeah, I agree with you. Obviously Malcolm Brogdon, DeMar DeRozan, Oladipo, they've got a nice team out there. It's just I don't think the DeMar DeRozan and Miles Turner thing won't work out there. I just don't think they're a contending team. There's not much to say on.
Yeah. So, next team, our favorite team, Toronto Raptors. I feel like, this is a no-brainer. A lot of people might actually have them go to the finals.
We're not even going to talk about them. Just put them on the standing list right now.
This team, it's so good. I mean, there's not much to say. Toronto Raptors probably, they look really good on paper. So against the Bucks in the conference finals, the Raptors might move on. I mean, Jonas said in our playoff predictions that the Raptors would beat the Bucks and go to the finals, but
no Kawhi, no problem.
No, that's what I say. No Kawhi, no problem. I think Did you pick that up for what I said?
Yes, sir. Yesterday's podcast.
Yep. All right. The Bucks now. The Bucks being the 1 seed, I mean, again, not much to talk about it.
Yeah.
Best team in the Eastern Conference, put them on the contender side. And then the 8th seed, the Orlando Magic, again, that's kind of a no-brainer as well. I mean, against that Bucks team, if they put up 1 win, I will be surprised. So, yeah, they are pretenders. So, in the Eastern Conference, our contenders are the Sixers, the Celtics, the Raptors, and the Bucks. The Nets, the Heat, the Pacers, and the Magic are pretenders. The top 4 teams in the Eastern Conference are the Bucks, Raptors, Celtics, and Heat. So we just switched the Sixers for the Heat, really. But yeah, no, Celtics and Heat are both in the same playoff series. But whoever wins, I mean, has a very solid chance to make the finals. So now let's move on to the West here.
Okay, so the West, the West, almost all of these teams are contending because the West is stacked this year. So let's start off with the Dallas Mavericks.
Starting off with the Dallas Mavericks, I really like their team, and if you, I believe you saw my podcast on Monday, but if you all saw it, I had them going to the conference finals. I really like that Mavericks team with Luka and Kristaps, but there is no playoff experience whatsoever on that team. So I think they have such a great roster as well, but I mean, with no playoff experience, I think they're a pretender. But it's really up to you. Who do you think? What do you think?
Like you said, they don't have any playoff experience. I just don't think. I think they're a pretending team. They're playing the Clippers the first round. That'll be a tough matchup for them. Yeah, I think they're pretending. Obviously, I love Luka. He's a great player in this league. Very young. Just and also Kristaps. There's just no playoff experience there, and I just will beat the Clippers in the first round. So, yeah, we're putting on contenders.
So the next team is the OKC Thunder, who has been a very big surprise this season.
I like that.
But I personally don't think that they are going to make the finals. I mean, in their first round, I believe they're playing the Rockets, the 4 and the 5 seed. I mean, I like their team a lot, and I think they proved everybody wrong, and good for them. But personally, I think it's going to be very hard to beat the Rockets in the first round, and then the second round, you're probably going to be probably playing the one-seeded Lakers. So I don't think the Thunder are contenders. I think they are pretenders. But what do you think?
I really like the Thunder. I'm really high on them. I really like Chris Paul. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. It was a great pickup for them. It was a win-win deal with the Clippers and Rockets. I think trading away Russell Westbrook and Paul George. They got amazing talent back. Chris Paul was amazing this year. For them, he was an all-star. I have him making my All-NBA third team. If you check out yesterday's podcast.
Yep.
But I just don't think. I don't think they're deep enough to go to that next step into the playoffs. Facing the Denver Nuggets the first round. Obviously, they have Dennis Schroeder coming off the bench, our 6th man of the year. But we just don't think they're deep enough. Also, I'll agree with you on this, put them in the pretenders, but they're a cool team to look out for. But I just don't think they can be a contending team with their talent right now.
Yeah, okay, so the next team is the Utah Jazz. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about this team. I mean, team chemistry is going to be so low after this, after the Gobert and Mitchell incident. And I mean, Mitchell is not, Spida is not happy. I mean, you saw him, we heard him talk about it. And I mean, that chemistry is going to be so low. And Gobert and Mitchell, I feel like, I mean, those are the best 2 players on the team. And if they're going to have a little bit of a rivalry against each other, but I don't think they're going to make it, especially if their first round team, their team that they're playing in the first round is the Mavs?
I think it's the Thunder.
Let me just check. But yeah, no. Let me think. The Jazz, Lakers. Yeah, the Jazz played the Thunder. Never mind. The Thunder played. The Rockets are playing the Nuggets. I'm really dumb. My bad. But the Jazz are playing the Thunder, like you said. Remember that game when it started everything? Really, that game between the Jazz and the Thunder with the Gobert incident. Again, not what we're trying to talk about. But I feel like chemistry is gonna be so low, and the best guy to turn to in that situation is really Bojan Bogdanovic, who has been playing very well for the Utah Jazz. So I think the Jazz are your team are the team to be on the Pretenders, unfortunately.
I agree. I think they're also a pretending team. If we're ignoring the fact that, let's say they never, obviously the Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert argument, with the coronavirus, we're not going to talk about that much, but let's say they didn't have that, I think they would be a contending team. Rudy Gobert is defensive god in the paint, but on the switch he isn't so good with defending point guards and on the perimeter. They're not so deep. Mike Conley hasn't been so good for them. Jordan Clarkson did alright, but obviously Donovan Mitchell also. But it just won't work out for them with their beef, and that's why we have them on the pretending teams.
Next team, the Memphis Grizzlies, the 8th seed. I feel like, this is a no-brainer playing the Lakers playing the Lakers. So in the first round, I feel like that's very easy to say. Now we got our first 4 teams are pretenders, so we got 4 more, and the Lakers are the next team. I feel like this is a no-brainer with LeBron and AD. Stacked squad. I feel like you can agree with me that this Lakers team is definitely a contender.
I agree with you. That's a no-brainer.
Next team, Clippers. Again, a little bit of a no-brainer here. Kawhi, PG, and then I believe they have the best roster in the league with Pat Bev, Lou Will, Zubac, Harrell, Shamit, Morris, the list goes on. But I really like that Clippers team, so I think they are a contender. The Nuggets. Now this is this is pretty close for me.
This will be a little bit of a debate. Now the Nuggets, they're the 3rd seed. They'll be matched against the Rockets.
The Rockets.
The Rockets, a really good team. We'll talk about them next. But the Nuggets, staff out there, and also I think Nikola Jokic is an amazing center in this league. I'm on the All-NBA.
On the All-NBA.
So I think he's a really good center for them. He's the number 1 option, Jamal Murray. The only problem with me is they're young. They have playoff experience last year. I don't think it was enough though. They're a really good team. What do you think? I'm 50-50.
I like Jokic, but the year that Jokic has been having, I don't see them. I don't see them getting past the Rockets, and then I don't even see them getting past the Jazz or the Mavericks. The Jazz. I don't see them getting past the Clippers or the Rockets. So I have the Nuggets being pretenders.
I'm gonna say contending then. If you're gonna go with pretenders, maybe switch it up a little bit. My reason is Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray are a great duo together, So I'm just going to put them on contending. I think they can if they do step it up, obviously. And Jokic he had a little bit, he had a bad start to the end of the year, not so good. They stepped it up, and he showed out that he is a great talent in this league. And I'll have them as a contending team.
Okay, so that's your first disagreement, I'm pretty sure. The last team is the Houston Rockets. Now, you can go on a debate and say, oh, they can go all the way. They're going to beat the Clippers in the first round. Then they're going to beat the what's it called? Then they're going to beat in the second round. They're going to beat the Nuggets, or they're going to beat the Nuggets or the what's it called? The Nuggets or the, what was that team they're playing? The Nuggets or the Mavericks? Yeah.
Yeah. I believe so.
Wait, no, it was, the Rockets, yeah. So they're playing the Nuggets in the first round, and then they're either going to be playing against the Clippers or the Mavericks. I feel like, that's, we were very close with this Nuggets team, which is a very solid team, so the Rockets might barely get passed by them, and then they're going to play the Clippers, who we said is probably one of the best, is already a contender, best team, and then, or they're playing a Mavericks team with no playoff experience, but really, in every meeting, I'm pretty sure in those two, I remember both times the Mavericks won. So, and then the Rockets in the conference finals against the Lakers. I mean, every time they play, they have a lower percentage of odds, I guess, in the first round. The first round, I'd say it's 50-50. The Nuggets, second round, it's like 30% with the Clippers and like 50% with the Mavericks. And then the conference finals, it's like 0% chance they're gonna win against the Lakers. So I think I have the Rockets as pretenders, and I know that's very weird to say, but personally, I don't think they're going to go that far. So I have the Rockets being.
Yeah, I agree with you because I think their team itself is a contending team. Their small experience has been working out lately. Just the matchups they have, if they beat the Nuggets, they have to against the Clippers. And that's just, it's too tough for them. I don't think they're a contending team. We're going to have them on the pretenders.
So, that's probably it. Is there any more questions that you have that you want to clear up, that we should clear up?
No, sir. That's it.
Alright, so, thank you all for listening in for Dylcast episode number 13. Day 3 of Dylcast week. So hope you enjoy this pod today. It's gonna keep on coming. They're just gonna keep on coming. So I love you all. Have a good day. Yay!